Hi everyone. I don't know how long it's been, but I know it's been a while. I've been not feeling well for this month of January, but I'm feeling better now. I was just sick, tired, but I'm okay. I don't know when the last time I posted. I think I was posting about a teddy bear, but I can't remember. But I have been trying to look for that pattern. I bought it off of Ravelry a couple of years ago now, I can say. And it is called the Blanket Teddy. And for Canada it was $2. And so I'm sure it's like 50 cents for USA. All you gotta do is go on Ravelry, type blanket teddy bear, and you should find it. The only difference is I sent that one out and it has arrived. Whether they opened it or not, I have no idea. They're a very busy family, and I'll talk about them for a little bit. And so this is what I've been busy doing. I made another one. I was going to sew on yesterday so that I could come on here and show you a fully done second teddy. But my rule of thumb is if you're tired and you just ain't feeling it, don't do it. I actually did try and put an arm on. I looked at it and didn't like it, so I frogged the sewing out. And once I'm done here, this is what it's going to be on my hook for this evening. Is finishing this little guy off. I don't have to send this. Her birthday isn't until February 24th. So unfortunately, I don't think I can send it for her to get it on time. But you know what? There's benefits of that, because then I can find out what her theme party is, and then I can do some kind of special design theme on her envelope like I did the last time. The last time her theme was My Little Pony Party. So I was able to figure out on my printer how to print it on the envelope so that the little girl can color it. And then inside the card is blank. So I was able to print a different design inside the card and then write down my little message for her. And so that is, I guess I'm jumping right in so that I don't waste anybody's time. So this is my finished object. This family, some of you may, first let's jump back. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Through my time not being on, I've picked up a few more subscribers, so I want to thank you and welcome that to you. And also welcome to the old ones as well. I want to talk about this family. I joined their YouTube. Sadly, I was watching The Proper Pineapple from Holly, and she posted a video, and at the end of her video it was talking about Andrea Mills. Now, I'm not sure if any of you subscribers that are here know or heard about them. I had never heard about them, but I did, out of curiosity. Holly mentioned how sad it was, and I was, human curiosity. But I think through it all, I think it was God's intervention that I found their family. And I watched a bit of the ceremony that went live. She passed away August 19th of last year. And just a brief, they do have a channel. She started the channel, and now the dad, or her husband, is picking it up. But it's now changed to the Mills family. But you can still watch her old videos, which I do, to get to know this lovely lady. And I'm sad I didn't get to see these videos beforehand, before she passed away. Part of me is kind of glad I didn't, because I think I'd be so much more devastated, because she reminds me so much of a friend I lost 20 some years ago. So I think that's kind of what draws me as well. And I'm a single parent of one child. So I know what being mom and dad of a single family is like. So I try to send, messages of encouragement, their way. And he is a single dad now of 9 children. Unfortunately, the mom was pregnant at the time, and they ended up losing their 10th child, which was a boy, Cyrus. I'm not sure, I can't remember the middle name. So that's how I joined the family. And then throughout the months, it's been 5 months this January, and so through the months I found out that he did Bible study every Wednesdays at 8 o'clock Mountain Time. If any of you are into Bible studies or anything, we're doing Matthew. And he does some lives, and his kids are awesome. But I can only imagine, looking in the past videos of who Andrea was. Yeah, I don't blame them for not struggling. Anyways, my whole point of the story is during Christmas holidays, I just was like, Lord, what can I do for this family? I want to give so much to help them out. And then hence why these teddies are appearing a lot on my channels. It just came to me, they're like a homemade, wholesome family. Everything is, Andrea would do homemade, creams, soaps, all this other stuff. So I thought, what's not greater than homemade gifts? So I made it. I made not. I don't want to call it charity work, but this is what I plan to do in 2020. So the second one is made and getting sewn up, and all the boys are getting frisbees, and this family does colors for them to organize. So if you ever catch a live meals dinner, you'll notice, one child has all orange, one child has all red. And so that is why my frisbees for the boys have their color in it, so that they know, okay, green is mine, blue is mine. And also, one of the little boys is into Legos. So I found Bago Day has this backpack, and so I decided I'm making him a Lego backpack. So nobody's birthday is in March or April. So I think this is called the Show. I'm gonna stop that. I will be doing I got most of the parts. I only have the blue colors to do. I still got to do the blue section of the Legos. And all these things are these little tiny dots that will be going onto here to make the little bumps in the Lego. And that's going to take me a little bit. And that is going to be my project after this one bear. Also, for that little girl, in February, I found one of my crochet bookmarkers, and I thought, wouldn't that be a cute thing to add onto the teddy bear? Because she's not a kid anymore, but she's gonna be, I think she's gonna turn 11. So I thought, something a little more non-kiddishy. So I'm gonna be donating this to her, or giving it to her. And then I thought, I'll just make another one for her as well. And I just happened to notice these hot pink ones, so I'm gonna add that to her her gift. And also, I noticed in some of the videos she was knitting. So I have, some of you may remember that sparkly hot pink yarn. I'm gonna, oh, excuse me, I'm gonna add on to her gift as well to give her some yarn. I don't know what her yarn situation is, but I have a lot I can give. And so that's gonna be her present. And yeah, they're, well, you know, if you've ever had anybody who lost a mom or dad, or maybe one of you have lost a parent, and so you know what it's going to be like growing up. They have, their children run from 18, I believe, to 2 years old, I think, or maybe she's 1. But yeah, so that it's, and then the wide variety of ages in between. And so it's tough, you know. I still have my mom, and I know when I lose her, I'm going to be devastated. And so I can only imagine, you know, what it's like to be young and losing, you know, the mom. Because in some videos you see when Andrea has left, and then when she arrives home, all her babies come running to her. Mommy, I did this. Mommy, I did that. Anyways, I got to stop because I'm going to start crying. So check out their channel. Just type in The Mills Family. You'll see a guy with the head and all the children around his head. And you'll know you got the right channel. You'll know automatically. Well, I hope you do. Anyways, I'm going to move on. So that is what my projects are for the year, because their birthdays are in May, June. I don't know if there's any in August, but I know Andrea's might have been in, no, hers was in June or July. And there's one in September and then one in December. And so, yeah. And who knows, maybe I'll continue thinking of other things. It's hard to do for boys. So girls, you know, ponchos, shawls, you know, all the little knickknacks. But anyways, that was 12 minutes of that. Also, I got my winter carousel, one of 2 boxes I found out, from Billie, the Crafty Floridian, and Cheryl Bolts. And I don't know quite her name, like her channel name, but I'm sure you all know and have heard. I'm on a yarn ban. So these boxes are going to be bittersweet because I want to take them all, but yet I want to take them and know I'm going to be using them. So I looked through all of it. I hoed and hummed for several days, and I decided I picked up some ice yarn because I don't have that many ice yarns. Sandy from Crochet gave me some, and I thought this was absolutely gorgeous. And it is ice yarn. It's a cake. Well, obviously, duh. But for those of you who don't know, this is what a cake form looks like. I shouldn't be like that, because if I ask my daughter, she'll be like, well, that's not a cake. There's no icing or anything. So it is cake wool light glitz. It's asking for, it's a 3 light, US 4 to 6. It's 10% Lincoln long wool, 24% wool, 62% acrylic, and 4% metallic luxe. And it says 200 grams, 800 meters. So I'm not really too sure what that is in yards, but there were 2 of these. So I took just these 2 because I thought, you know, I can either put them together, or I may need to make something for my size. But I'm trying to lose weight like I always do. I'm trying to eat healthier. So who knows? Maybe one is good enough and then I can do one with another. But it's this type of thinness too. So I'm looking at Begaudet shawls to see what to use. It's really beautiful. So that's what I'm going to pick. And I also took out a magazine, crochet magazine, had lots of tons of summer ideas on there, and so I'm hoping I was allowed to take it. I'm thinking yes. So I took the magazine, and I don't have it somewhere. I put it somewhere, I don't know where. So that is my winter carousel. I have one more coming up. I believe I'm gonna probably get it sometime mid-February from the sounds of it. And I also heard knock, knock, knock on my door, and I'm like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Who is it? It was Canada Post, and I'm like, ooh, what do I have? Is the carousel here again? But no, it's, this originally went to my mom's place, but I thought I'd give my apartment a try, and I don't know how they get in, but they get into my apartment to be able to knock on the door. So I don't know if they annoy my caretaker to let them in, or they just stand there and wait till somebody comes out and sneaks in. I don't know. But I'm happy I received this. It's the Annie Crochet Caring Kits, and if anybody doesn't know, they'll send you pre-made kits, and from what I researched, they do want, like, if you've seen people in the past have like hats and everything like that, you do start from not what I will show you. This was maybe my 5th month into it, so if you do start up, it probably will be 5 months before you receive this one. And for me as a Canadian, it is $20 plus their fees once a month. And so I've never seen it. I did take out the little, there was a little paper here, and so it kind of really showed me what it was. So it looks like it's a pet mat. Although we make every effort to prevent errors from being published, we regret that they do occasionally happen. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. So I don't know what that means, but oh, cute, pretty green. That matched my hat. It's a green theme. I'm getting ready for St. Patty's Day. Aw. So that's who that's for. Oops, sorry for the glare. But there's the mat it's supposed to be. I know I have one friend that has like 2 dogs. So maybe I'll make it for her. Because they do send you where you can donate it to. Actually, you know what? I will open it up for you. Oops. Wasn't paying it. Oh, it's nice. This is nice. It's kind of actually, you know what it reminds me of? That Bernat home decor yarn. Oops, it's not focusing. But that's exactly what it reminds me of. The home decor yarn from Bernat. And I got 2. And then it tells you where you can send it if you want. This is for California, I believe, CA. Granada Hills. Paso Robles. Oh man, I feel like I'm speaking French. And then you can even like write a little message to them. I won't show you the pattern, but it does come with the little pattern book. And here's a better picture of what it looks like. And then in the back It just describes the Operation Blankets of Love and what they do, and it's been around since 2008, and that is a cute idea. And then it just tells you what your donation, callers, what they need and everything like that. So that is what a caring kit looks like. And when you first apply to them, they will give you 3 hooks, some yarning needles, or maybe it was one yarning needle. So you don't even have to have hooks. If you just want to be curious about how to crochet and you don't want to spend the money on needles, and that might be just a simple way of just getting some yarn from them and what do you call it, and just trying it out, because they'll give you the hook sizes you need and everything in one big container like this. And then if you don't like crocheting, well, you don't have to buy a whole bunch of yarns and hooks and everything. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much. Oh, there I go with so. If I knew how to edit, I like how Canadian Sandy from Crochet always marks on her little corner how many times she says a word. Or maybe that was someone else I seen do that, but I think that's what I would have done if I edited this video, and I would mark how many times I say so, like, huh? Anyway, so this is me. I'm alive, I'm well. I am getting those winter blues, but I can't complain about this wonderful, gorgeous weather. The only thing is I'm afraid to get stuck in my parking lot because of all the amount of snow we had, and now when, gets melty, soft, and yeah, you get stuck. So I think that is it. I gave you my carousel update. I gave you my WI.P'S. I gave you my faux. Gave you my carousel. I don't think. Oh, I bought myself for a Christmas gift. I buy many Christmas gifts as an excuse for myself. One of them is this bread maker. And I don't know how much bread makers run, but I did I got it in like December, but you get busy in December. And then I wasn't up to it this month. So this past week, I actually got it on my counter, looked at it. I have all the ingredients, so I tried out Monday. Wouldn't be even good for the birds. So I just threw it out. It was just so hard and flour tasting and just ugh. And then I'm like, it was a good lesson because I could talk to my daughter. I tell her every time, you're never going to get things the first time you try it. So don't give up. So a couple of days later, I'm like, I want bread. So yesterday, I got out the book again, got out the ingredients, got out the measuring cups. They give you like these. Oh, there goes my fork. They give you like little tools for you. And so I went down my recipe. Instead of oil, I used the margarine, it said. And then they give you this cup, and it has all these like ounces, and it's very handy for you, because I was telling my sister, well, what does 3/8 mean? How do I measure 3/8? And well, you look at the cup. So here's my funny story. It turned out my bread. It turned out good. I don't think I'll ever go back to store-bought bread. I do not think I will. But my story is, I was reading everything, so I'm like measuring, dumping. Then I'm like, okay, so it's 2 tablespoons of yeast. So first off, before I do the yeast, I poured in 2 cups of flour already. I'd never used bread flour. I used regular flour and it still tastes good. It's just 1% protein different, I believe, and the texture is a little different. But I will buy bread flour eventually just to see if I do taste the difference. But I stopped and I thought, is this really 1 cup? Or what is the amount to this 1 cup? I do not have it with me. Otherwise I would show you. Do you have it, Elizabeth? That cup? That white cup, is it beside you? Where is it? Could you locate it? Can you please locate it?
I don't know where it is.
Just look for me so I can show them. Sorry. Yeah, it's over there.
It's not.
Then is it on the table?
No.
Well, it's not over here, so you must have it somewhere. Can you just check around the counter, please, for me? Thank you. She knows I'm recording, so she's a little nicer to me. Anyways, teenagers, right? Love, 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 love them. No, we cannot locate it. Well, anyways, I looked at it, and it said 1.5 cups. Oh! So, the recipe I put in said 3 cups. So I dumped in 3 cups. And now I know why my bread did not turn out and why it was so hard and floury. Because it only asked for 3 cups. So you only need to do 2 cups, right? 1.5 plus 1.5 is 3, yeah. So I added an extra 1.5 cups. Oh! So then I made sure to double check this time. So here I'm like, okay, 2 tablespoons of skim milk, 2 tablespoons of yeast, and then I double checked. I'm like, wait. So I looked, I'm like, oh shoot, Cindy, it was teaspoon. You only needed a teaspoon. So here I'm scraping what I thought would be enough just to leave for what I needed. And it turned out okay. It was a little flat at the top, so I'm thinking I may have took a little too much yeast, but it still rose, still browned. If I could insert a picture, I would have inserted a picture. My daughter even's eating the bread, so woo, it must be a success. But this bread maker also has, I might have mentioned this in another video. For some reason, I feel like I did. But as I was reading more recipes, I can make jams out of here. What is it? Bread pretzel, I just noticed here. I think I'd be interested into butter rolls and cinnamon buns. So I'm excited. This weekend I'm gonna try cinnamon buns. So, oops. Okay, I think that is all. I'm almost at 30 minutes. I don't think I had. I think that's all. I probably won't load this up until I go to bed at night. Or maybe early in the morning. So you will receive this on Friday. Even though it is the 29th, I believe. No, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes, 29th. No, it's Thursday. So it's the 30th. Sorry. Also, it's a little tough in January too because 15 years, well, no, it's actually 16 years. This past Tuesday, my dad passed away of a heart attack. Yeah, I was 6 months pregnant at the time. He knew and everything, and he was super excited. He couldn't wait to retire and, be that grandpa. And sadly, it didn't work out. And so it's tough, It's tough losing someone. And it doesn't matter who it is, or how long they've been gone. It's just that little piece that is missing. And, yes, time does I believe eventually heal some part where you can actually move on and be able to function, because the world just moves on, you know? You either move on with it or you just stay stuck. And I think I've been stuck for a while, these past couple of years. But now I think I'm eventually moving on. Like I'm telling you, this family, you know, the sadness of the story. But he mentioned, you know, in one of his videos, he does not believe that the death of Andrea will be, how did he word it? Will not be put in vain. Like, her death will bring people to their channel, see the love of Christ through them. And I believe that too. And I think that is what draws me to their family as well. And he just did a live, I think, while he was going to work. I didn't catch it, but I watched the replay today, and you can see the effects of, you know, what Andrea, his wife, did for the family. And he's struggling, and so lift him up in prayers if you do believe in prayers, or check out his channel, maybe watch a few short episodes, watch the ads, you know, and who knows, you know, maybe they will be a blessing. You know, she was a wonderful lady, and as I said before, you know, I just am sad I never knew the channel before. But, you know, God has a plan for everyone, and it was my plan to not be there in the time of her life. So, yeah, that's enough of that. Because I want to end in a happier note than in a, this person died on me, this person died. And, you know, even, you know, when we actually buried my dad, my pastor, he was like, so you're having the funeral, and, you know, there may not be that many people because it's the big football game. So do you want to still have it on that day? And I understood what he was talking about, because, you know, yeah, like football, it's the Grey Cup, you know. But I can't even remember. All I know is we buried him actually, like, I say to people that I'm the oldest, but I forget I'm not. I'm actually the second child. My mom actually had a child before me. Her name was Lori, and she sadly, though, passed away 6 hours after my mom gave birth to her. And she passed away February the 2nd, Groundhog Day. So, so my thoughts are always with my mom, and you don't really relate until you have your own child, I think. And so, yeah, I don't, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, and then there's just everything, you know, like, you know, Sandy Crochet, you know, her family, you know, I've watched a few videos of, I didn't watch her recent one because I had to stop, because I'm just like, I couldn't handle watching it. I will watch it later on and stuff, but it's tough, you know. I think that's why, you know, one of the reasons I rely on, you know, my beliefs and everything that's going on in this world, you know. Anyways, I think, yeah. What can I say that will be happy? Oh, I did print out in my time the alphabets for the sign language. I'm just wanting to research a little more to get the background of sign language and everything. And oh yeah, Colby Brandt was on my thoughts. But yeah, so much in this world, right? You know, you just wonder. Oh, I'm gonna go off screen for 1 minute. Sorry, I didn't think you wanted me to watch me wipe my nose, but I could start feeling it. But yeah, I've been good. I'm hoping to make plans with Crafty Darla and Karen, and their channels have lost my mind. But I have to catch up on you, Darla. Sorry. I see your videos and they look amazing. So I gotta do maybe tomorrow when I wake up, it will be Darla Day. I'll catch up on all your videos. I think I even missed out on a giveaway that you might have done. Maybe it's still going, I don't know. But I think I actually stopped when your fairy garden was on. I don't know, I can't remember. But, oh, sorry, I was just picking my, you know, your lips and everything, winter. Oh, springtime come, springtime come, springtime no, because that means I'm going to be a year older. Whatever. Age is age, right? 43. Actually, I went to a doctor's appointment. If I've lost any of you, thank you for tuning in to the crochet part. Now this is just my yarny chat. There's some people out making lots of noise. But I went to the doctor's and I read the age they gave me. And it says 43. I was like, no, I'm not 43. That's not till this year. Anyways. Okay. I think this is why I did a long video. This is why people come in often, so they don't have a long video. Look at that. I could still go on for 53 minutes. Any takers? No. Okay, I'm going to stop. So if you do have any questions, just let me know. I'm probably not going to post any of the people that I've mentioned. If I do remember, I might just put their names down so that you can type, because it's too much. I did get a laptop, but it's not what I thought it would be. It pretty much is now donated to my daughter, because one of her gifts is one of these tablets I bought her, or not a tablet, but something where you can draw and it needs to have a laptop attached to it. So I said, okay, you can have it in your room and stuff like that. So that's where it went to. But that's okay. I got a printer with it. So now I can print all my patterns and everything like that. Now it is gone to 37 minutes. I love you all. I thank you all. Now we'll see how many drop me because I blah, 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 blah too much. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for watching my little channel. Thank you so much. And you know what my year is going to be like. So if I don't post in the next week or so, you know the projects that I'm working on. And so my hands are busy, busy, busy. All right. Thank you so much, everyone.